Welcome. I'm Leslie Nips of Convivium Constellations, and I'm here with my last in my video series on the Orders of Love in Family Constellations, founded by Bert Hellinger. And this video is on the topic of addressing transgressions, but without revenge. Okay, so this is kind of a complicated topic, but we all know in families and in other kinds of organizations and systems that when there's a pattern of wrongdoing that isn't addressed and isn't dealt with in a systematic kind of a way, it chips away at the trust in a system. It blocks the flow of love and keeps the system from being able to have its full health. We see this in all kinds of places in our life. Our legal system, unfortunately, very frequently makes it hard to have this kind of addressing transgressions and violations forthrightly without revenge, because we have this adversarial system written into our laws, which is about winning and isn't necessarily so much about restoring health to systems. In AA, if you are a member of AA, you know the fourth step. The fourth step is to reflect on the things you've done and to make amends if it's possible. In AA, people are aware that if you don't deal with these things that we did while we were drunk or under whatever circumstances, maintaining sobriety ends up being really difficult. Another example I like is from a new development called restorative justice, which is an approach to crime and other kinds of violations in the community that recognizes it's not just individuals who are harmed, but the whole community. And so what is a way to bring together the violator, the criminal, and the victims and the community as a whole in a way that leaves the entire community, as well as the victims, more whole than when they started? It's a wonderful, wonderful model. I invite you to take a look at it. It's taking place in some parts of the legal justice system around the world, and also in many schools as a way to address the suspension crisis that's happening in many schools. We have it happening here in Oakland. It's a really nice model. Maybe you're thinking about your own family where there are either violations that you know about, somebody did something terrible to somebody else, or maybe even to you, that wasn't able to be talked about, that couldn't be spoken. Maybe there are secrets and you don't even know what the content of the secrets is, but you can feel them there. These kinds of ongoing, unresolved, unaddressed transgressions have a very toxic effect, both on the victims who feel like what happened to them wasn't somehow honored or included, which goes back to the first video on honoring what is, but it actually has a toxic event on the entire system, which somehow needs to figure out how to adjust itself around these unaddressed transgressions. However, it's important to acknowledge the other half of the formula, which is without revenge. It's very important that we find a way to address transgressions in our family systems and in our communities, but without revenge, because revenge does something very similar to not addressing the transgressions at all. It creates an imbalance. It creates a sense of we can't trust each other to handle what arises in the community. And so this is the final and a very, very important order of love that Bert Hellinger helped us understand as he looked at families and what keeps them out of balance, out of health, out of the free flow of love. And when we have the experience in a system of someone kind of standing up and saying, I did that, I take responsibility for that, something can really flow more freely in the entire system for everybody. So thank you for joining me. I hope that you will leave comments here on YouTube or on my blog, on my website. Contact me. Let me know what you think. I'm really eager to hear your feedback. If you want to know more about my services and how I use these orders of love and the work that I do with clients who are stuck in any way, please reach out to me. Let me know. All the information is at the end of the video, and thank you for joining me.